Hi, this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and this is the new Samsung Notebook 9 13-inch thin and light laptop. It's the evolution of the old Series 9 or a T-Book 9. It looks almost identical at first glance to a model that I've been using since 2012, but mine is a 2.4-pound laptop, where this is one that actually weighs just 1.85 pounds, has an Intel Core Skylake processor, up to a Core i7 option, up to 8 gigabytes of RAM, up to 256 gigs of storage, and a 30 watt-hour battery, which Samsung says should provide around 10 hours of battery life. This model has a full-size USB port, micro HDMI, and micro Ethernet adapter ports here, another micro display port, and another full-size USB port. There's also a 15-inch model which has a USB Type-C port as well. I'm really a fan of the form factor. I think that the keyboard is really nice, the touchpad is relatively easy to use, and I can't really say much about the performance, having just sort of spent a moment here with it at the Consumer Electronics Show. The screen is a 1920 by 1080 pixel display, full HD. It's a glossy screen, unlike the matte display on some of the older models, but overall it's a very thin, very light laptop with a nice build quality, and feels almost like there's nothing there when you pick it up. It's so light. Let's take a look at the 15-inch model, which is...
Is everything good? Yeah, we're good.
And the 15-inch model, which has, again, a 1920 by 1080 pixel display. This one's a little bit heavier at 2.85 pounds, but it's still very light for a 15-inch notebook. So while at Liliputing I cover little computers and don't usually pay that much attention to 15.6-inch models, 2016 CES seems to be the year when companies are trying to prove me wrong that 15.6-inch can't be portable. It does take a little bit more space in your bag, but it's so light that there are a lot of older 11-inch notebooks that weigh more than this model. Yeah. Because of the thin bezel here, it's a little bit closer in size to what you would expect from a 14-inch notebook as opposed to a 15.6-inch. Again, the keyboard, nice and wide. It's actually pretty close in design, it looks like, to the keyboard on the 13-inch model, but the touchpad is significantly larger here. And this version, part of the reason it's going to be heavier is it's going to have a higher capacity battery, I believe, 39 watt-hour battery with quick charge support. About 20 minutes of charge to give you about 2 hours of battery life for watching watching videos. And charging the full battery in about an hour and a half. If we look at the ports, you also have a little bit more room for some full-size ports here. So we've got full-size HDMI, a micro SD card slot, full-size USB, and on the other side, full-size USB, USB Type-C, and I think that's an Ethernet adapter and a headset jack. These are, we've got speakers on the bottom here, and two speakers, and it's not passively cooled, right? It has a fan inside, or?
That I'm not sure.
Yeah, if it's like the older models, it probably has a fan, and it does have up to a Core i7 processor, so I can't imagine that there's not a fan, but I'm not entirely sure where the vents are, and it might come out through the speaker grills. So that's a quick look at the new Samsung Series 9 15-inch and 13.3-inch notebooks coming in 2016, pricing yet to be announced. But in terms of the overall design, they're very thin, light computers. Again, with up to 4 gigs or 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs or 256 gigabytes of storage. This is Brad Linder with Liliputing at CES 2016.